Hello, everybody, and once again, this is my fat life. So, today has been kind of a quiet day, a sombering day. Jennifer Aniston's been calling me nonstop, telling me she's going to the police and stuff like that. Not for what you think, but she thinks we've been married for 37 years, and my name's really Pedro. Women, go figure. So, I agreed to go on a second date with her, because a guy like me doesn't really have many options in life. It's kind of God's way of telling me I'm a failure. So I spruced myself up. I put on my favorite tuxedo t-shirt. I put on my Dallas Cowboys XXXL shorts. I ran some butter through my hair to give her that nice shine. Next time, remind me when I heat it up, I gotta cool it off. And then I lathered on the Old Spice. Oh man, I smell so spicy and old. She would never know that I'm actually 23 years old with a son in prison. So, we decided to go out again. And this time, I took her to a more quiet, secluded restaurant. That's right, everybody. I took her to Arby's with the roast beef sandwiches and all that fun stuff. We had a lot of fun. So much so that we went back to her place again, and I didn't feel so good, but I was in the mood. Funnily enough, I think maybe I was under the influence of something, and so when I came to, my genitalia felt raw and sore, like it was just like somebody took steel wool and rubbed it over my genitalia. Then she looked at me and she says like, "How was that for you, Tiger?" And I was like, "It was good." So when's breakfast? And she was like, "Oh, I don't eat breakfast on Saturday. That's a sin. Sinners go to hell, and they don't get to watch Life with Louie and Family Feud and episodes of Roseanne." And I was like, "Oh, okay. So you're not gonna make me breakfast in bed?" And then she told me to get out and started throwing mini Bibles at me. One almost took me out completely. I ran outside, and I got onto Willy's bike, and I kept pedaling. I pedaled myself out of there, and even though I was naked, I didn't care. It wasn't like anybody was going to see anything anyways. She then shouted, "Call me again tonight, honey poo." And I was like, "Okay." And I think honestly, I'm starting to fall in love for the first time in my life. So anyways, as I was pedaling home, a couple kids came by and they saw me and they all screamed and ran to their parents. But you see, I don't bike fast, right? So their parents ran out and started chasing me down the block. Went through a rake into the wheel, and my bike flipped over, and I landed on my head, and there was blood and nudity everywhere. And then the cops came, and then they like started asking questions, and I kept shouting out, "They're fat shamers! They're fat shamers!" And then what happened after that? The police took one look at me and one look at the group of skinny people, and then they started taking out their nightclubs. And right when I thought, "Oh no, this is like Des Moines, Iowa all over again," they just started beating up all the skinny people and saying that they were victimizing me and that it was a hate crime. So after that, I decided to go visit Willy. So I went home and I put on some clothes and I visited him. It turns out Willy has been moved to solitary confinement for his own safety. I asked Willy, I was like, "Willy, what was going on?" And he looks at me, he's like, "Daddy, they raped me 17 times. Didn't you get my message about the smokes?" And I was like, no, I didn't. Are you sure you didn't tell Mama?" And then he looked at me and he's like, "They used a broken broom handle on me. They call it the NYPD special." And right then I could see the hatred in his eyes. And then I looked around at all the convicts talking on the phones, and I looked to Willy and I said, "How dare you narc on your cellmates and other prisoners like that? Do you know what you're doing? Do you know what you've done, Willy? You went to that kid's school and you did the unthinkable." And then Willy started screaming and crying, and all the prisoners started getting really agitated. They even started like hugging Willy, like tightly hugging him, like in a bear hug, like 4 or 5 of these guys on the ground. It was so heartbreaking to see. I really wish Willy could control his ratting out and his temper. Well, I thought it was pretty sad, so I let the guards deal with it, and then they kicked us all out. So then I went home and I biked the rest of the way. It was a pretty good day. I just wish Willy learned not to rat out his cellmates. Well, anyways, I gotta go. I got a souffle in the oven with Jennifer Love Hewitt on TV, of course. Anyways, I gotta go. Bye.